So I'm from Austin, Texas originally. Let's see. I started playing volleyball probably back in middle school, high school. I tried a lot of different sports when I was younger. My parents just threw me in. I tried a little bit of everything and really found that I loved volleyball. I ran track also in high school. Then got a scholarship to University of Virginia. Played there for 4 years. It was interesting to me that being in college, I figured I'd always go play overseas. I knew I wasn't done. And Carrie Walsh was on the cover of Volleyball magazine, and she had just graduated. And I was like, oh, I know she's a good player, so she's trying beach. So maybe this could be for me. And I think I was a sophomore at the time. And that was kind of where my first, spark of beach volleyball or interest in beach volleyball came from. And I've been doing that since roughly about 2005 on the pro level on the AVP tour. And I've loved it so far.
My name is Jenelle Koester. I grew up in a small town called Beeson in Illinois. I started playing volleyball when I was 10 years old.
Nice.
We actually practiced quite a bit. We practiced like 3 hours a day growing up.
That's the Midwest.
Yeah, it's great.
Midwestern.
But it was good. I really learned a lot of my basic skills at that time. So then I actually went to high school at Lincoln High School. It's in Illinois as well. I played club ball for Quackattack. It's out of Bloomington, Illinois. I did receive a scholarship to play at University of Connecticut, where I was a right side. I started all 4 years, played there. When I graduated, I actually was a little burnt out because I was playing volleyball since I was 10, pretty seriously and competitively. So I took a break for 2 years, moved out to San Diego, missed volleyball. Volleyball is pretty much my passion, so jumped back on the beach, was just messing around and decided that I wasn't finished, and I continued to train and play professionally on the AVP tour. I've been playing for 5 years now. Do you have any favorite memory from volleyball? What's your favorite memory, beach or indoor?
I will say let's see. I'd have to say probably beach is because it's more recent. It's gonna pop up in my mind, but it's actually with you when we played in, not just because you're sitting here, but when we played in Cincinnati together.
That was so much fun.
Yes, and I think I had played about 1.5 years at this point, so I was new, but I was really kind of improving that whole season, and I built myself up a lot during the summer, and it was the Labor Day weekend, the last tournament of the season before the invitationals, and we never played together. I don't even think we got to practice, although we were friends. That's when you lived in San Diego, right? Yeah. So we kind of went out there once and had trained together before, but nothing serious. So we were like, let's just wing it. Neither of us had a partner. We show up. We end up qualifying. I think we had to play 2 or 3 games to get in because we both were like the #1 seed in the qualifier. And we got in, and we move out to play their first game in the morning against Susan Michelle, Stonebarger and Moore. Great game. I think they played together for 3 years. We'd never played together before, and we held with them pretty well, so that was good. And then that night I remember going to Matt Gage and Steve-O and them saying, yeah, we're gonna hold you off till the night. And I'm like, no, we need to play now. I was kind of nervous, and I was like, I can't wait all day to play because I hadn't been in that much that year. That's why. You had been in a lot.
Well, Cincinnati too had one of the biggest fan bases.
That's right.
The night game was pretty intense. I mean, there was quite a few people there, so it was very exciting.
So we knew what the night game meant.
Yeah.
Is that we'd be?
I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
So that was I remember going out there, and it was like being in college again. You had the lights on. It was nighttime. Center court. There's probably over 1,000 people there. All of our friends came and watched us play too, and that's been a highlight for me for sure ever since, because I want to get back to that and then keep going and make that a finals or continue on from there. So yeah, that's probably been the highlight of my career. But what about you? Or indoor, even besides beach?
Basically, I have a few memories from both, but I would say indoor. My senior year, I played at University of Connecticut. We were playing Notre Dame in the Big East, and we actually beat them, and we weren't supposed to. And Jamie Lee was on that team, so that was pretty exciting. So we won the Big East that year. We tied with them because they had a loss as well, or we had a loss as well, but just not to them. So we tied, but we still won the Big East. So that
you
was
won
really
your
exciting.
conference?
We won our conference.
Had you guys won it all? A few years?
No, that was the first time. So that was pretty exciting. For me, it's definitely a different game outside on the beach. Playing indoors, when you transition over to the beach volleyball game, it's going to be very frustrating.
It's a whole new sport.
You have the wind, you have 2 players, you do not have 6. You have to get used to different skills like pulling and things that you never really did indoors.